Tonight, the University of Missouri system is working to improve diversity and inclusion on all 4 campuses.
The university's Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Task Force released its recommendation today after doing a system-wide audit. ABC 17's Alyssa Toomey is digging into the recommendations for Mizzou.
There are 36 recommendations for Mizzou. 8 of those have been identified as a top priority. I focused on the recommendations for campus, climate, and intergroup relations.
In the name of Jesus! In the name of...
It's been more than a year since the protest on MU's campus and the resignation of former President Tim Wolf that spurred a deeper look at diversity within the UM system. The result, a lengthy list of recommendations stemming from a system-wide audit of diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts.
But I think what last year was that it was a wake-up call for us to recognize the fact that not everyone felt as though the environment was as inclusive as it could be.
2 of the top priorities are related to campus climate and group relations at Mizzou. Those include establishing incentives for DEI training and education, as well as establishing an oversight council.
We have trainings annually, all right, about IT security. We have trainings annually about sexual assault, about Title IX. Well, this is no different.
According to the task force, the Oversight Council would integrate diversity activities in orientations. It would also outline expectations for a civil, respectful community at MU.
I think that given what's happened on our own campus last November, the idea now here is that we are more intentional about it.
Last year, race issues at Mizzou made national news. Days before his resignation, Wolf said racism does exist at the university, calling it a, quote, long-standing and systematic problem.
Mizzou has taken that critical look at itself, is well poised, I think, to make some very positive changes, right, about making this place a welcoming environment for everybody. And that while individuals may be disheartened with what happened, sometimes you have to go through a little difficulties and some challenge to be better.
I reached out to both the Legion of Black Collegians as well as Concerned Student 1950, but neither was available for a comment today. Since last year's protests on campus, the UM system has hired its first Chief Diversity Officer and boosted support to hire more diverse staff. Reporting in Columbia, Alyssa Toomey, ABC 17 News.
And we have the full list of recommendations on our website. That, of course, is abc17news.com.